All right, Dan. 7 seasons, 14 straight games, 380 minutes of football. Guess what that is? That's like the song from Rent. 380 minutes of football since the Jets last beat the Pats.
That was beautiful. All right, welcome back, everybody. Gordon and I are doing a late night edition here of the Pats game.
Really?
Prediction of the Pats game. It's like midnight where we are. We
Yeah.
had some issues with our children's. Gordon's
Two
got two.
hours.
I've got one. It's just sometimes it's tough to get on the mics here. But we'll be breaking down the upcoming Pats game and since giving you some keys to success and some things that might hurt us going into the upcoming game. And man, how you just feeling? I mean, just such a pivotal game. It feels like so early on too. I mean, it's the third game. We're 1-1. It still feels like. I mean, as a Jets fan, it always feels like your world is
Doom
burning
and
down.
gloom.
Always,
Always.
always. But now more than ever, obviously, you lose Aaron Rodgers, and everything is doom and gloom, like you said. And we're 1-1. We've played two really good teams. We're able to kind of snake out a win in the first one and got crushed in the second one. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of question marks right now, but it seems like kind of like a must-win game versus the Pats to break the streak and go 2-0, 2-1, 2-0 in the division.
Dan, if you watch my recent video, this is a must-win game. It
Of course,
is.
I watch all your videos.
This is 100% a must-win
So many
game for
times.
anybody involved in the organization, as far as fans, whatever. Because, like I said in the intro, man, 7 seasons since we've last beat them. 7. We've gone through. We've run through 5 quarterbacks since then. That's too much. So I think this, especially with two. So obviously we have Dwayne Brown out. That came out today. So maybe some good news about
That's why we
us,
waited to
doing
do the
this a little bit
video. We
later.
wanted to hear about
Why we
Dwayne
waited,
Brown.
yeah.
That's why.
The big, arguably the biggest liability from the Cowboys game is now out. But the big question is, who fills this spot? Does Becton move over? So what I think is going to happen is Billy Turner is going to just be slot right in at left.
Yeah.
What I want to happen, Becton move over to left, possibly AVT switch to right tackle because we saw success with him there, and then Titman or McGovern kind of cover that guard spot. Now that's a lot of shuffling to do in a day, so I would imagine that Billy Turner is going to be that slot over there. But how am I feeling about it? I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling okay. How about you?
I mean, I don't. Saleh during his press conference was essentially saying the reason why they're not moving Becton over is because it would be irresponsible to move somebody over there just for a game. So they're expecting Dwayne Brown to come back and then just to be
He's
the
on IR, so 4 weeks.
again.
That came out today. He's on IR, 4 weeks.
Oh, he is on IR.
Yeah.
All right. If he's on IR, then he's done for the year because
I think he's going to retire.
Yeah, this offensive line needs to gel. You can't have him coming back. I didn't see that actually. So, I mean, what I would love to happen is, just like you said, Becton goes to left tackle, and then how about like Max Mitchell or something like that is able to go on the right side?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a great option over there, man.
He showed some flashes last year.
Yeah, he showed some great flashes in his rookie year, and obviously had the health issues, but hopefully he's back. And he's been a little shaky. He's been a little shaky, kind of what we saw in preseason or whatever it was. But
yeah.
I think that he would do well. So Becton goes to left tackle, and then kind of give Becton what he's always wanted. Obviously, He's been tweeting about being a left tackle for the past 5 months. And then hopefully you're able to put like a Max Mitchell on the right side, and then just leave Becton over there. And then there's obviously the question marks about, okay, then does ABT, does he go to the left side? Where you just completely solidify Zach's blind side, and then the right side you can do the Billy Turner and Max Mitchell maybe over there. I don't know. It's not like you said, he was our biggest liability during the Cowboys game. And now that he's out, is it a little bit of a blessing in disguise?
Might
Potentially.
be.
I don't
Might
feel
be.
like we're now forcing a 38-year-old injured left tackle into the game. I mean,
Yeah.
that doesn't exist anywhere else.
No.
There are no 38-year-old tackles that are hurt playing. I mean, literally, unless
No.
you're, I don't even know who, unless you're a Hall of Famer, that doesn't happen. So
No.
it was his time to go. Let's put Becton over there, give
Yeah.
him what he deserves, fill in the rest of the spots, and hopefully this line's able to gel and do what they need to do in order to protect Zach and give him some time to throw the ball. Because if you watched my video, Gordon, which I know you did,
I did.
if you give Zach time, he's a decent quarterback.
He's one of
Simple
the
as
best
that.
statistically.
Yeah, statistically one of the best. Give him a little bit of time, and I think we can be successful. But let's get into the Patriots game, man. What do you think? Keys to success. What needs to happen in this game in order for us to somehow come out with a win?
So last week, my key to success was running the ball, right? So what I want to see against the Patriots, they've got 3 of their 4 starting cornerbacks out. That again just came out today. So kudos to us for waiting. Jonathan Jones, Marcus Jones, and I forget the other. I think it's literally another Jones. I could be wrong, but 3 of their 4
Three
starting.
Joneses. The
3
Joneses.
Joneses. 3 Joneses. Let me see.
You're jonesing.
Jack Jones, Marcus Jones, Jonathan Jones. I'm not jonesing. All 3 starting cornerbacks are out. So 3 of the 4, excuse me. So I want to see Zach. I want to see him attack him through the air early. I think the weather is going to be better than originally predicted. So I think that's going to open up the pass game a little bit more. So I want to see the pass game open up the run game a little bit.
How about that?
That's going to be my key to success. Zach, protect Zach, let him sit back, and let the man slang that rock.
All right. So you want Zach to throw it a couple times?
I want Zach to throw it. I want to slay those ghosts. I know it was a different quarterback, but whatever.
You want? Well, he's got a lot of demons. He can slay those demons. So you want? I mean, so are you expecting him to kind of try to get the ball downfield a little bit, open up the playbook?
Sure. I mean, I think we got to see some quick throws early, right? Get the defense back a little bit, get them guessing, get those cornerbacks back a little bit. Get the linebackers not stacking the box, because every team right now is going to be they're a one-dimensional run team, so they're going to stack the box, stop the run.
He said every team stacks the box against us, so that's that.
So I want to see us open that up, get the defense on their heels a little bit. And let's see what we can do. I mean, we've got the receivers to do it. Wilson is healthy. Cobb is looking not bad, right? For the wily old dog we thought he was going to be. I want to see Lazard looking good, and then get Mecole Hardman in this. Like, let's attack these second string.
If you think about a game, this should be his game, right?
Exactly.
This is like, if you're going to play to somebody's strengths, slants, and
run off the top of a defense right now, right? Like they've got
do some sweeps. Get him involved in the sweeps as well, man. Use his speed. And that's kind of I'll run into mine quick. That's going to be my keys to success a little bit right now, because I don't even want to talk about the offensive line or the defense, because I think they're going to bounce back.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the offensive line does well, and I think the defense steps up, especially in this weather, especially with Mac Jones. He can't even throw the ball. So those two facets they're gonna step up. You're gonna see a sloppy game just in terms of the weather.
Yeah.
And it's going to be one of those old school football games, man. It's going to be like a 2017, 16-13 type of game. It's going to be back and forth. I think Hart is going to win this one a lot. It's going to be a battle in the trenches. It's, who wants it more. And, so for me, it's really just going to be seeing a smart Zach Wilson back in the pocket. And I think that we're going to see that. You're going to see a decisive, kind of conservative Zach that's not going to want to lose the game. Now, we've seen that off and on, but I do believe we're kind of seeing a different Zach Wilson this year for the first 2 games. And you've seen it in a lot of the film breakdowns where he's making smarter throws. He's not as, risky as he's been in the past, or, just indecisive and, just struggles to even see the open man, and I feel like this year he's kind of stepped up in the pocket a lot more than he has in the past. That's really been one of the main things that I've seen is his ability to step up in the pocket and then kind of stand tall.
His
Step up
pocket
and
presence
stand
has
tall.
been like leaps and bounds better.
Yeah,
Leaps
much
and
better.
bounds.
So I think that if Zach is able to just kind of execute the playbook, and a big one to me is Hackett, man. It's gonna be Hackett.
Question mark on him for sure.
I mean, he kind of,
We got it. I want to see the game plan tomorrow.
He
before I
showed his
start
backside versus Dallas, dude. He did not. I mean, that was kind of everyone's like, oh, maybe that's why he got ran out of Denver because he couldn't even draw up a simple play.
Now, if Dwayne Brown was hurt last week and not 100% and still was put out there, and we still had to go against Micah Parsons. So again, I'm not laying out excuses, but I kind of am laying out excuses, right?
Yeah, so slightly. There's no excuses for what we saw. So
let's hope last week was an anomaly, and we get out there and we beat that streak.
So let's get just a solid offensive game plan that Zach Wilson is able to execute, and I think we win this game because Zach knows how to take care of the ball. We've seen it. He's done it before. He's thrown for 207 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 pick. And, we win the game on the ground and by him, not making dumb plays and throwing the ball into traffic. So make sure Hackett puts him in a place to succeed. And I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't agree more.
But it's going to be a 1 possession game. That's for sure.
You've seen us. We've seen it. We've seen him do that at the first game of the year, the Buffalo game, right? Like, didn't play out of his mind, but played within the system, played within his game, and we ran the ball right down their throats. Now, again, our defense played lights out, right? Jordan Whitehead had three interceptions, and we had a fumble recovery, so that was phenomenal. And I feel like last week Zach played enough, and the rest of the team knocked it, didn't show up. So let's hope we can get everybody playing on the same page for this week against the Patriots. Now, again, it's home game, so I hope MetLife is filled. Tickets were cheap as hell. I think I showed you under $60.
And everyone's talking about the fact that has to do with Zach. That's all about the weather.
No, it's the weather.
It's the weather. Everyone's like, this is the Zach Wilson effect. Like, it's the weather. Come on now.
Miss me with the Zach Wilson hate, man. People that are hating on Zach Wilson right now just don't see the improvement and the terribleness of the rest of the team. Again, not trying to be a Zach Wilson truther.
Or really just the offensive line.
It's really just the offensive line. But I want to see more out of him to call him a bust, like a total bust just yet.
Sure.
All right. So stumbling blocks. What do you think? I know I got one. What do you think is going to be like where either the Patriots really take the strides ahead of us, or we kind of shoot ourselves in the foot? What do you think?
I'm going to go off slightly. I kind of just, I touched on it briefly there, just talking about the keys to success, but it's going to be, if you see Zach Wilson drop back and just stare at the open field, we're going to be in trouble. He needs to be decisive.
Yeah, I get that.
There needs to be a legitimate play. Like, this is where the ball's going. Not like, hey, let me see who's open. No.
Yeah.
There's no let me see who's open with Zach.
No hero ball.
Just you're hitting this guy, you're hitting that guy. Get the tight ends involved. Get Rucker involved, man.
Yeah. Yep.
So I would say the offensive scheme needs to be quick, needs to be efficient, and get the tight ends involved, man. Whether that's Ruckert or Conklin, even CJ, who has not done well in the blocking game so far, but just get these dudes involved. They are going to be our key. I mean, if I go back, they're going to be our key to success again. But if we don't get them involved, I think that we're gonna struggle. So if you see Zach Wilson having a 4 or 5 step drop back, just staring at the field, trying to look for a guy when it's raining, the ball's wet, and it's going to be like 60 degrees. And I mean, it's not going to be good. So have a plan, get the ball out quick, and get the tight ends involved. You don't do those things, we're going to be in trouble.
I like that. And it's a perfect segue into mine, dude, because mine was on the other side of the ball. Like, how do our linebackers hold up against their running backs and their tight ends? I mean, Gesicki, I don't know why Miami let go of Gesicki, but he seems awesome. And then Hunter Henry was another one, like a bigger name, not so much superstar production recently, but again, a very viable tight end. So how does Belichick scheme that up against our defense? I mean, we saw CeeDee Lamb find the gaps in our zones like a hot knife through butter. So If you like that, if Belichick, if McCarthy can do it, I think Belichick can kind of figure some things out. And obviously he's more of a defensive coach, so maybe he knows where the gaps in our zones will be. I don't know, but how they match up, I think that's going to be an interesting matchup to see, and one to really look at. And if we're losing yardage 9 times out of 10, I'm going to assume it's going to be in one of those battles. So
it'd be nice to beat that streak, man.
Oh my God, please.
So sad. It's been so long.
Too long. All right.
And Breece Hall hasn't even seen the Patriots before, so I think he's going to come out. He's going to come out hot.
That's right.
You got to feed him.
You feed him.
It's enough. He needs 15 carries.
Yeah. I think he's got it.
He's good. In the first game, he was begging for more carries. You're like,
yeah.
And Salah's like, well, that's why we're protecting him from himself. Hey, dude, you're going to lose if you don't give him the ball.
And then last week's excuse was we didn't run enough offensive plays to get him the ball more than 4 times.
And the first game was he's not ready. So it's time.
Yeah. I'm ready for it.
Give him the ball. At least 10 to 15 carries at a minimum he needs to have. And then sprinkle in some Dalvin Cook and, quick throws.
All right. Score prediction. What do you got?
I'm going to go, despite every inch of my being, I'm going to go Jets 20-17. I've really heard. Did you hear if Greg the Leg is going? If Zerling's going?
Oh, I haven't seen.
I think he's supposed to. Because I think this is going to be. I think the field goal game is going to be huge. I see at least 6 to 9 points being put up from the field goal. So I think we gut this one out 2017. You?
All right. I like it. I'm going a little bit smaller of a game. 17-14. 17-14 Jets. We're going to win it on a field goal.
Okay. I agree. I think it's going to come down to that type of game.
Yeah.
All right, man.
All right, guys.
Very
well,
good.
I mean, it is past my bedtime, past your bedtime.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you to all our new subscribers.
Yes.
I think we got a few of them.
Dude, Gordon and I were talking before
recently.
Our highest watched video ever.
Cowboys reaction, highest views ever.
Baby.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Hey, we love y'all.
Feels good.
All right, man. All right. See everybody next time. JETS.
Jets. Here we go. Clear the air. Ooh, we synchronized. That was nice. Synchronization. All right, here we go.